Back to the PS3. Once again, you guys, welcome. All you guys that didn't see Part 3, welcome to Part 4. 360 versus PS3. Check out my blog at myspace.com/PlayStation and spell out the number 3. If you're on MySpace, check out my YouTube page, youtube.com/INC Entertainment. This is the continuation from Part 3. I left off talking about home and how everybody was saying that home is copying Nintendo's Mii's and all that good stuff. And now I'm going to go ahead and talk about a few other things. Number one, Sony is setting records right now with the PS3. Number one, it is the first ever console to cost over $500 and be successful. And they are being successful. For instance, if you don't think they are, I'm going to go ahead and state some more facts, as I always do. In the UK, they just launched the PS3 in the UK. Record-breaking sales the first day. They had record-breaking pre-orders. They are still breaking records right now. In 3 days or 2 days alone, they sold over 600,000 consoles. So, I mean, 360 didn't do it. The Wii didn't do it. I'm just stating facts. Don't get mad, because I know I'm going to get some hate comments. Also, they're breaking records in France. They sold over $25 million worth of product in France. They're selling real good right now, ladies and gentlemen. The PS2 is still selling like crazy. Gods of War just came out. Resistance just sold over 1 million copies worldwide. MotorStorm just came out. Very good game. If you guys don't have MotorStorm, I definitely recommend it. If you're skeptical, I would tell you to rent it first before you buy it, because games are too expensive nowadays to be trying to go be like, oh, I'll just buy it. Rent it first if you're skeptical about it, but it's a really good game. Then we have even more games coming out. And since we're on the topic of games, everybody's been talking about, you know, how Devil May Cry went over to the 360 now. From a business perspective, totally understandable. I understand why they did it, but then I don't. I do because, you know, business, a company's goal is to do what, ladies and gentlemen? Make money. I mean, when you're running a business, that's what you want to do. You want to make money. My thing is, I had this article posted on my blog, and a typical PR promotional rep, a typical PR quote, he was saying, you know, we wanted to make Devil May Cry open to a wider audience, so we're taking it over to the 360, which is, to me, fine. Do that. That's cool. But then there was another article where somebody asked them, okay, well, since you guys are doing that with Devil May Cry, are you going to do that with Lost Planet and Dead Rising? And they were like, well, as of right now, you know, we can't talk about that, this, that, and the other. So, you know, congratulations 360. You got one of the PS3 exclusives. Honestly, don't get me wrong, Devil May Cry was a big exclusive, but I don't think it was that big to where it's going to really hurt anything. Personally, I feel that any game that isn't published by Sony Computer Entertainment isn't an exclusive. I mean, that's how I feel. Although, you know, Metal Gear Solid is, for now, still an exclusive, and all the other exclusive titles that we have by third parties. I really, with the next generation, with this generation of consoles, I really don't expect too many developers to stay exclusive to one console, just based off the fact of how much it costs to make these games. But like I was stating, if it's not developed by Sony Computer Entertainment, I really don't expect it to be an exclusive. If it goes over to the 360, I'm not going to be shocked, is basically what I'm saying. So, and to be honest with you, Sony has some solid titles. I mean, look, especially new IPs. New IPs meaning new games that weren't in their previous collection. But I mean, between their newer games and their older games, Sony has a solid collection. I mean, newer games being MotorStorm, Resistance, 2 Days to Vegas, 8 Days, the new game by Naughty Dog. Those are new games. Heavenly Sword. All those games are exclusive by Sony Computer Entertainment, are really good, solid games. But then you have the old catalog. You still have your Ratchet and Clanks. You still have your Cypher Filter. You still have SOCOM, Killzone. And I can't think of everything off top right now. But Sony has a lot of games, a lot of exclusive content. So I mean, it's really, with this next generation, it's really up to first party. It's really up to Microsoft Studios and Sony Computer Entertainment to show what their systems can do. And basically what I'm trying to say is I'm not really tripping off of too many games too many third parties not being exclusive anymore to a console, because it's to be expected, like I said, with the price of the video games. What else? Oh, LittleBigPlanet. Unless you've been living under a rock or something, LittleBigPlanet, I think personally, is going to be one of the most innovative and biggest and video game industry changing games probably ever. I'm going on the line, ladies and gentlemen, to say ever, because I don't know if you guys seen it or even heard of it, but what they're doing with that game, I mean, as kiddish as it looks, that is going to be a phenomenal game. I don't know if you've seen the physics. The physics are flawless. The graphics are beautiful. But the biggest thing out of everything that game showed was the user-created content. The way you'll be able to create your own levels. And let me break this down to you guys that don't have, a little bit of an imagination. There's going to be a video game where you can create your own levels. Now picture this. You'll be able to create your own levels, take them to the PlayStation Network, and let other people online play your levels. But ladies and gentlemen, what I'm trying to get to is, say your game is in the top 10. Hell, the top 5. What if your level is number 1? Now, just think, if thousands and thousands and thousands of people played your level and they continue to rate your level number 1, don't you think there's some developers out there that are going to be looking at that and they're going to be like, he has something pretty good going on here. Everybody keeps on wanting to play this guy's level. I mean, what other ideas does he have? You, my friend, potentially have a job with a video game developer from a game that allowed you to... I don't think you guys are understanding where I'm coming from, but LittleBigPlanet, man, it could basically, that could be the games to open up some doors if you ever want to be a video game developer. Or to be in the video game industry, period. Because that would be able to open up a lot of doors for you to pursue your future if that's something that you're thinking about doing. But other than that though, but just being able to create your own levels and the items that they give you to create, I mean, this isn't some mediocre, we'll just give you a few things here and there, and then there you go, create a level. I mean, they give you tons and tons and tons of things to use to create a level. And the fact that you'll be able to take it online, people will be able to play your level, rate your level, leave comments about it. Stuff like that, ladies and gentlemen, that is what's going to take these next-gen consoles to the next level. I think that's probably the most innovative game that I have seen so far on any of these systems. And I mean, really, if you're a Wii fanboy, and if you're a PS3 fanboy, and if you're a 360 fanboy, you really just have to just sit back and ignore the console wars that these critics and media are putting in your head right now. Just sit back and really think. Think if this was a 360 game or whatever. Just really think. Because even if this game was on a 360 or Wii, I mean, I would still be like, wow, that is a awesome game. I mean, you really, if you're a fanboy and you hate Sony, you really have to sit and think, like, deep down in your heart, if you're not going to admit it, that is a phenomenal game. That is a game that will change the way video games are created. Now, just think if what if your favorite sports game is Madden, and they let you do like some user created content like that on Madden, or if your favorite game is Resistance or SOCOM, and they let you make your own user created map and put it on the PlayStation Network to have people play on your your user created map on SOCOM. I mean, this potentially could change the way maps are made, where they won't have to, they'll have their little updates to add maps, but I mean, you'll have your update to where you can add more maps and stuff like that. So this potentially could be crazy. But ladies